Sup, dudes? How y'all doing today? I wanted to do a really quick video. Sorry for the kind of, general mess that is my hair / my life. But here's the deal. I wanted to do this right after New Year's. It didn't work out that way, so I'm doing it now. I was interested to hear a lot of your resolutions for the new year. You're gonna hear some weird stuff as I move my mic closer here. Because one of the things that I wanted to do for the new year is to be healthier. That was one of my goals, and I noticed that a lot of you had similar resolutions as well. I needed a few things to come in before I could get that going, so I got my running shoes in. Thank you so much, Henris. They're fucking amazing. And I'm gonna start working towards my goals for this new year. And like I said, one of the main goals is to be healthier. Like I'm relatively thin right now, but I'm not in good shape. I'm not healthy at all. Like my diet has been shit. I have definitely not been drinking enough water, and I haven't been exercising like I would like to be. So that's my main goal for the new year, is to be healthier, like overall. So starting tomorrow, I'm going to start running. I'm going to start my weight training regimen again. I'm going to start doing yoga as soon as I get my yoga mat. And I'm just, my main plan is not necessarily to lose weight or anything like that. I want to feel healthy and strong again. I miss feeling that way, and I know that it had a huge impact on my ability to sleep, my ability to get shit done during the day, and most of all, on, like, my mindset. I remember when I was training regularly and when I was working out all the time, feeling like it was a little easier to keep my moods stable. And, like, I suffer from anxiety, and I've had to have battles with depression, same as a lot of you guys. And I know that when I was healthier and when I was working out, that it made it a lot easier to kind of deal with those struggles every day and keep my mind right, so to speak. So that's my plan. I'm hoping that you guys can help keep me accountable a little bit and just be like, bitch, did you work out today? And I'll be like, fuck. Or I'll be like, yes, I did. I'm awesome. Thank you. So, feel free to hold me accountable on that. I know a couple of you have asked me to do the same for you. So let's all try to be healthier in this new year. Eat less processed garbage, more healthy fruits and vegetables, and most importantly, drink a ton of water. A fuck ton of water. That is the biggest thing when it comes to, like, being healthy, weight loss, whatever. Water, 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 water. 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 Water? Okay. Moving on. Kind of going in the same thought of, like, the whole, like, keeping my mind right. Oh, hi, Piggy. And trying to stay a little bit more positive. That's like my second goal for this new year, is to stay more positive. Last year kind of sucked for a lot of us, and it was really hard sometimes just to get on with my day, because I was like, man, when is this gonna end? I felt like I was just getting kicked. Like, every time I started to make any kind of progress, I felt like I was just getting pushed backwards. So this year, I'm determined to stay positive despite what this year throws at me, and make this year mine. Do what I have to do and not let anything sidetrack me, at least not too far. And I feel like one of the things that leads to, or that helps me in keeping my shit together, is keeping my mind positive and keeping my surroundings positive. So I've eliminated some toxic relationships from my life, and from my chat, and I intend to continue to push on that. A lot of you have probably noticed that there have been a lot of new people added to the pizza party, and you've probably heard me saying over and over what I look for, and one of the main things that I look for when I'm finding people to add to our stream team is I want people who are overall positive, who can kind of have a welcoming chat environment, and who aren't using, hate speech, things like you wouldn't really want to see in a chat anyways. And so far, I feel like the pizza party really embodies that whole theme of staying positive and having a really good community. I want to take it one step further, and I want to really clean up. God, it's so hard to word this. I feel like too much of the onus is placed on broadcasters to just have thick skin and, suck it up, deal with all the shit that comes into your chats, and I don't think that's fair. So I want to try to make it a little bit more of a risk for people if they want to come in and be nasty like that. So it hasn't been fully implemented yet. It's something that I'm working out the details on, but just know that if you're in the pizza party, one of the things we're going to implement this year is a ban list. So if someone goes into your chat and is a particular kind of terrible person, you know, using hate speech, making weird threats or rape threats, and the type of stuff that no one should have to deal with, those people are going to be placed on a ban list that we will all have access to, along with screenshots. We've got to make sure that we're keeping this, you know, fair. You need to be able to show why we're banning them. But the idea is that they will be added to this ban list, and then everyone in the pizza party will go through and pre-ban that person. So you fuck up in one of our chats, you're done everywhere. My goal would be eventually for this to go further on Twitch, because it would be great if we could all have a ban list and be like, hey, this person threatened to rape me. This person said some really weird racist stuff. I've seen it where someone from my chat, I've run into them in other chats, and I've been like, man, they were always so positive in mine, but then for whatever reason in someone else's chat, they were a super dick. So I want to make sure that there is no room for that, because there really shouldn't be any reason for it. Like, I don't care what kind of mood you're in or what happened in your day. You should never be targeting another human like that. It's not decent. It's shitty. So I want to get this ban list going. I haven't, like I said, I haven't put all the details together. That's why this is kind of a rambling video, but I think you guys are used to that by now. But just know that that's what's coming for the pizza party. So if you are a member of the pizza party right now and you don't think that you want to get on board with that, totally get it. Feel free to back out. You know, it's not going to change my opinion of you or anything. But the people who are in the pizza party, I intend to support you as much as possible, because like I said, I went through and I checked you all out, and I know the type of people you are, and that's why you're in the pizza party. So, you know, I don't really see any of you guys dipping out as a result of this, but it would be certainly a little bit of a disappointment. But yeah, I see this as being a good potential change for us, at least, because I'm just tired of it, man. I'm tired of it. And I'm tired of hearing from people saying, I would love to stream, but I'm nervous too, because, you know, they're insecure, or they know they're a little bit more sensitive, or just in general, like, you don't want to deal with that shit, and you shouldn't have to. So, that's the plan. We're going to start a ban list, and we're all going to try, at least, you know, the people in my community, we're all going to try to stay positive. And one of the nice things that we've started doing in chat every night, and it's inspired by our dear friend Lansing, Captain Lisney, is ATLT moments. So appreciate the little thing. Every night when I'm doing either Lightroom and Chill or in the last like hour or two of my streams now, everybody in chat goes through and says what they're thankful for, essentially. So it's your appreciate the little things moment for the day. It can be something as simple as like, hey, I am so happy I finally got a smoothie that I've been wanting for a long time, and it was so good. Or it can be something as big as like, hey, I just found out the gender of my baby. Hooray, Crunchy, by the way. Like, sometimes life can really suck, but there is always at least one little thing that you should be able to appreciate, and I love being able to hear your ATLTs and share mine with you. So, I guess that was the main point of this video, is goals for this year: be healthier and be more positive, and I would love to do all of that as a community, as the Snap Pack, as the Twitch community, Destiny, whatever. You guys are my fam. Let's do this right this year. Let's make 2016, like, disappear from our memory as this like horrible fated thing. Like, it just 2016 was terrible, but we don't talk about that anymore, because 2017, that was the year that we all made shit happen. So let's make 2017 the best year it can be by really throwing ourselves into this idea of appreciating the things that we have, working harder for the things that we want, and staying positive through all of it, and not taking shit from anyone. We talked about the No Fucks Given campaign, the shirts and mugs that I have out there. I fully believe in that, with the little caveat of, please be a decent human being. There is a nice way to say no. There's definitely still a nice way to say fuck off if you want to, and still get your point across without being a terrible human. So let's all be decent humans. Let's stop giving a shit about things that don't matter and start focusing on the things that do. I hope this video made sense. We'll see. Either way, I'm gonna post it. I don't give a fuck. Have a great day, dudes. It's National Hat Day, so I'm about to bust out all my hats here and do some trials on Xbox and PS4, because it's Sunday Sub Day. Fub Day. Yeah, dudes, I fucking love you guys. Thanks so much for everything, and I will see you soon. Bye!